ready to go. Austin Martin, first team all SEC batting champ, on base champ, and everybody feels a top draft pick next year when he's a junior. Jarvis to the plate, fastballs up, and this ball game is underway. Jarvis misses just outside. Daryl Hyman is the home plate umpire. He was at first base last night. Chris Koski, Eric Harmon, and Fred Cannon, your NCAA umpiring crew for tonight. Martin takes down low. Jarvis, who spent time both in the rotation and in the bullpen for Duke, pitched a gem in the Morgantown Regional. 11 strikeouts. And here was his line. Remember, Duke had to go to Morgantown, a tough place for a regional, and they swept right through it.
And what a performance by Jarvis right there. The fastball command is not his strength. It's the off-speed stuff is what's really good for him.
Martin goes after a fastball, long run for Schreck, dives, and did he get it? He did. How about that? R.J. Schreck, who was a hitting hero last night, in full flight. And he held it. That's a heck of a play.
And I'll tell you, Rich, this play right here, boy, what a beautiful catch. This is the perfect example of what's going on right now. Duke is unconscious. They are playing their very best baseball. And if you're Vandy, you're going to just have to work through some plays like that. Duke is playing as good as you can play right now.
Here is Blade, first pitch swinging in the air, in the corner, and out of play. J.J. Blade, fourth overall pick by the Miami Marlins. Last night, 1 for 4 with a walk. There were numerous opportunities for Vanderbilt in the first 5 or 6 innings with runners in scoring position, and they were unable to capitalize. Duke scored 10 in the 8th inning, and that of course blew it wide open. This is a 4 outfield alignment right now for Duke.
Well, I guess it makes sense because Blade, the only thing better would be if you could put him on the other side of the fence because that's where he hits the ball most frequently. I like it. So Duke's probably saying if J.J. Blade wants a base hit the other way, it's all you.
Counts 1-2. Jarvis has the great changeup. He buries that one. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Now, very interesting to see Duke stay in the shift with 2 strikes. I mean, Blade is a very skilled hitter. Don't let the power fool you, so he could just pop a ball to the left side on demand.
In the air, there's a lot of outfielders out there. And Blade is out, and the 4 outfield look pays off. He had a diving catch, a fly ball out, and now Ethan Paul for Vanderbilt. You told me last night, and Chris Pollard echoed that college baseball is a game of momentum.
Yes.
I don't know if you can gain momentum from a 1-2-3 inning, but it feels like if Duke can get through these top 3 hitters without a blemish, that's a big win. No question.
They're for sure keeping the momentum. I think if you're Vandy, you're just trying to get settled in the beginning of this game. Remember, for Vandy, here's the other thing. They're going to have a true freshman take the mound in the bottom of this inning. So they look a little unsettled to me, Vandy, right now.
Jarvis bounces one up there. Well, there's the true freshman, and that's Kumar Rocker. All 6'4", 255 pounds of him.
Right. Now, again, that's not an ordinary freshman. That's not what freshmen look like. He doesn't throw like them either, but he is still still a freshman.
He does have a reputation of being cool and calm under pressure. And pitching in the SEC is pressure. Yeah,
if pitching in the SEC doesn't get your blood boiling, then nothing will, I wouldn't think. This is interesting because I don't think Jarvis has been great. You know, he's got his changeup. fastball command has been kind of all over the place. Slider hasn't been a strike yet, and because he's competing well, he's got 2 outs to show for it.
Ethan Paul last night was 0 for 3. Vanderbilt shortstop. Philip Clark is on deck.
See a lot of deep breaths early in the game. Just so much on the line. For Duke now, your 1 win from Omaha. For Vandy, your 1 loss from your season ending.
Jarvis goes fastball. He can rush it up there. That's 91 with a little bit of zip. And now it's 3-2. And that changeup was just devastating to West Virginia.
It's I mean, again, you could argue it's the best one in the country. It looks like it backs up.
And there it was. That one darts outside. So, a 2-out walk. The cleanup hitter, Phil Clark, comes to the plate. Jarvis has major league bloodlines. His dad, Kevin, who pitched at Wake Forest, went on to pitch 13 years in the big leagues for 10 different teams.
It's almost like he didn't want his son to be a pitcher. He was really an accomplished shortstop in high school and a 2-way player, but the pitching's just too good. And you could tell he was born to do it.
Clark last night homered. He was 2 for 4, drove in 2.
Clark, an interesting guy to pitch to. He's got a reputation as a guest hitter. Of course, he's a catcher. And if he sits on changeup and gets one up in the zone, that could change the scoreboard in a hurry.
I blasted one last night way out of here. Had the game-winning hit in the SEC title game. Runner bluffs, swing and a miss. And there's a good changeup there. That's not where you want to put a changeup.
No, that was changeup. Now again, no offense to Ben Gross, but his changeup isn't Bryce Jarvis's changeup. These are different pitches. But it just shows you when you're calling pitches and a guy goes that deep on a changeup, that tends to tell you that this guy's guessing along with you.
Ethan Paul's at first. Generally, if you are a infielder, especially a middle infielder, and end up on the mound, you have a good move to first because you've got the good feet.
Yep.
And you've got that good, quick infielder release. That's the changeup, and that's a strike, and it counts 1-2.
Love Bryce Jarvis's energy on the mound. He's a real athlete out there. Pitches with great energy and tempo.
Vanderbilt never really got running last night, and they don't run a ton. With all the power and the pop that they've got in the lineup, Tim Corbin oftentimes just lets him swing.
Yeah, there's plenty of athleticism to run, to your point, Rich, but they swing it so well. You just don't want to cripple any of your hitters.
Vanderbilt again is the visiting team here in game 2. They were the home team in game 1. Pitch is out. And the count is full, so Paul will be on the move from first. And a high pitch count for this first inning. 22nd pitch on the way from Bryce Jarvis. Runner goes, check swing, no swing. A pair of 2-out walks.
Boy, this is the perfect example of the Vandy offense, where it looked like a very innocent inning and a great start for Bryce Jarvis. Even though he didn't have great command of his stuff, he was going to get out of here, and Ethan Paul and Philip Clark put 2 really good at-bats on him.
Pat DeMarco now, Vanderbilt center fielder. Staten Island kid, played a couple years of high school ball in Georgia. Had a great SEC tournament, made that all-tournament team, but was 0 for 4 last night. Now the changeup is so good and so devastating that you'll see it righty on righty. And there are a lot of righties that will not show that changeup to a right-handed hitter.
And Pat DeMarco just got a fastball that he missed, and I think that might be the last fastball he sees. Could be really susceptible to that changeup here. Wow.
That's a rising fastball.
Kind of going against the scouting report. I mean, DeMarco's known as a guy that hunts fastballs and crushes fastballs, and Jarvis comes at him twice with it. I like it.
Well, that's where Ben Gross got his strikes. Of course, he's got the great spin rate and is able to keep the ball up in the zone.
And the great eye black, Rich.
Well, pitchers...
Yeah, the guy that pitched the night before definitely needs to load up on the eye black.
Pitchers don't get enough opportunities to put it on. He's not playing tonight, so why not?
Well said. Why not is right. He has earned his eye black. Let's put it that way. Love it.
Certainly Vandy saw the video and has studied his start against West Virginia. They know about that changeup. 0-2. Little breaking ball into center field. Kenny Taylor is there. Jarvis pitches himself in and out of trouble. Just underway in Nashville. 10 of those runs came when the game got out of hand in the 8th inning. Still, this Duke offense provided pop and heroes from 1 through 9. RJ Schreck in that 9 spot. Look at the game that he had. And remember, he opened tonight's game with a extra base saving catch sprawled on that right field line. Loper Fido in the box. Kumar Rocker, who can really bring it.
Yeah, it's a special prospect right here, Rich.
That's a free and easy 93. Scouting report, what you got?
And it's a big league body right there. Fastball could get up to 95. The breaking ball's the key pitch. The fastball gets hit at times, but obviously a very highly ranked player.
Highly ranked and very young, and certainly would have been a top 30, top 40 pick had he said he was draftable. But he was determined to come to Vanderbilt, and here he is. Major League teams stayed away in the early rounds, knowing that he had made the commitment and was steadfast in that commitment. Fastball, and caught at the shoe tops by Ethan Paul. Joey Loper Fido lines out, and there's one out in the first.
You just wonder how a true freshman would respond to an environment like this, season online. But again, Rich, he's pitched on the weekend in the SEC for 10 weeks.
And remember, he grew up in the SEC.
Yes.
Not necessarily in the baseball side of things, but in the football side of things. His dad, Tracy, of course, the Auburn great defensive lineman. As Kenny Taylor fouls it back. His dad won not only the Outland Trophy, but the Lombardi Trophy. Spent 4 years in the NFL and has been an assistant coach in a lot of SEC stops.
And I like a lot of fastballs early. It's got good life on it, up to 95. He don't look anxious.
Kenny Taylor 1 for 5 last night. One of the better hitters in the ACC was Taylor this year. And he fouls it back. Now Rocker did play football, but he did also play baseball. When His parents saw him, especially his mom saw him up on the mound early in his high school career. They marveled at how calm he was. Oh, goodness. And Taylor is hit in the head. Oh, my goodness. Kenny Taylor is down, and the Duke trainers are there. There's his father. We met him last night. Oh, gosh. The Blue Devils just went through this with their shortstop. Ethan Murray was hit in the first game of the ACC tournament, and Kenny Taylor, their center fielder, takes a fastball right in the face. And it is dead silent here right now in Memphis. His parents are here. There's a huge contingent of Duke fans, and they are looking right at that face. Boy, for this team to go through that twice in about 3 weeks. And let's hope that the young man is okay. Trainers were there immediately.
Rocker throws so hard, just no chance to get out of the way.
Taylor, the senior out of Jesuit High School in Tampa. Great to see that he's moving, and that's great to see that he's sitting up. Anxious moments for his team, for his parents.
Just incredible they went through this just a couple weeks ago.
If you were with us last night, Ethan Murray returned last night for the first time in about 3 weeks since he was hit against Notre Dame. He returned with a face cage to hit and a protective mask to field. You can see that the left side, that welt, thankfully it looks like it has missed the eye and caught him right up on the upper brow, more towards the ear. All right. We are going to show the replay. We'll show it once. If you don't want to watch, go ahead and turn away, but here's a look. You know, the hope is, Mike Rooney, that it caught at least a little bit of the helmet, because you can see the helmet pop off pretty quickly.
No question. And with the welt, you wonder with the swelling would probably happen fairly quickly in the next few minutes. Goodness.
If you're just joining us, this is game 2 of the Super Regional. Duke winners last night, bottom of the first. Duke is the home team in this game, and their leader, their center fielder, senior Kenny Taylor, hit by a pitch. Freshman KUMAR ROCKER, one of the harder throwers in the SEC. The Duke medical staff was there almost immediately. The dugouts are close. His parents are here. We had a chance to meet them last night in what was you can see Dad describing it, in what was a very joyous post-game gathering outside the Duke clubhouse.
Yeah, I mean, Kenny Taylor does everything for this team.
And he is headed to the clubhouse, and no doubt he's headed to be examined. You can see the welt under the eye as well as the abrasion above the eye, but it looks like the eye is intact, and there's no, it did not hit him directly on that eye. So we will give you an update as soon as we can, but everybody with their fingers crossed for that young man. And so Duke will pinch run for him. Damon Lux, a freshman, jumps into the ball game. Kumar Rocker, once Taylor got up, and we were showing Taylor on his way out, Rocker did throw some warm-up pitches.
Yeah, and I think that's the wise thing for everyone. Try and get him comfortable.
And a breaking ball misses in to Matt Mervis, who was 2 for 5 last night and knocked in 3. There were heroes from 1 through 9 for Duke. That's really how they've done it offensively this year.
There's that good breaking ball for Rocker. That's a really important pitch for him. In the amateur circuit, when he was such a famous pitcher, every once in a while you'd see his fastball get hit, even at 95. The breaking ball is the separator.
Lux at first. Boy, you mix that with the fastball that he's got, you really have something.
We are in for some really good breaking pitches tonight, because between Jarvis's slider and changeup and Kumar Rocker's breaking ball, that is a hammer right there.
One, two. He chased. Lux is on his way to second, and he is out. A frightening bottom of the first. Rocker collects himself, finishes Mervis, and Clark throws out Lux. Not much at all from dugout to baseline, and it's greatly reduced as you go down each line past the dugout. But of course, it makes for a terrific place to watch a game.
Sure does.
3-2. Good. And that darts low. Third walk for Bryce Jarvis.
You could see the numbers on these, the slider and the changeup. It just, Jarvis is a guy that gets a ton of punch outs. I think the changeup's the better pitch, but ironically the slider has been more of the out pitch this year. Here's the bottom line. He's got 2 really good secondary offerings.
Now last night Duke pitching walked 8. I don't know that you can survive long against Vanderbilt if you keep that up.
Nope.
Jarvis has walked 3, and here's Harrison Ray, Vanderbilt's second baseman. Scott the runner at first. Infield looks for a ground ball. There it is, and it gets by Nichols. That was a bullet for a base hit to left. And once again, Vandy's got runners first and second.
That's the approach against Jarvis. Is first fastball you get that you can handle, you're going to want to get on that and neutralize the secondary pitches, and that's exactly what Harrison Ray does. That ball is blistered. That strike him out, throw him out that Rocker got really created a new sense of momentum for Vanderbilt.
Ty Duvall squares, and we will see Now Duke plays this first and second nobody out situation.
I think the Vandy doesn't bunt much, and I think this is the third time in this series we've seen a hitter show bunt and then immediately get back to swinging. And I think when you have a team like Duke that shifts, you want to show bunt to eliminate their shifts.
So let's see if it's show and go.
This is a very important pitch in the ball game because you would assume Jarvis will give in and go fastball here. And if you're Ty Duvall, you're selling out for that fastball. And if you get one in the zone, you can't miss it.
Bryce Jarvis is a sophomore. He spent almost the whole month of April in the bullpen, kind of rejoined the rotation just in time for that Morgantown regional. Duke in Morgantown won all 3 games, beat Texas A&M and West Virginia in the process. 1-1.
Jarvis isn't sharp, Rich, but I'll tell you what I really like from Chris Pollard is they're maintaining that riverboat gambler mentality that's got him to this point. 1-0 to Duvall, and it's a situation where you really need to give in and give him a fastball because you're walking people, you have nobody out, and they go breaking ball for a strike. So Duke, Jarvis just having a tough time settling down and finding it, but Duke's not playing tight.
See what he gets. 2-1. He is not commanding his changeup like he did in that last start.
Yeah, that's the best action we've seen on that pitch, but just not competitive in the strike zone.
And this ball strike ratio cannot continue if Jarvis and Duke want to get out of here and head to Omaha. Fastball rip to center. Remember, that's Lux out there, and he makes a sliding catch. In for Taylor. Lux, the freshman, got a good break. If he misjudges, that ball gets to the wall, and they all might score.
What a tough assignment for a true freshman. This ball is hammered to center field. The ones on the line always so tricky. Boy, that almost squirted out his glove, didn't it?
There have been 2 diving catches already in the Duke outfields. Shrek, remember, robbed Martin of extra bases, the first hitter of the game, and now Lux robs Duvall. This is Infante. This is a dangerous hitter, a powerful guy, 11 home runs. But 0 for 4 last night.
And Infante is just a cagey senior. And if you're Jarvis, if you make your pitches, you'll get Infante out. But if you make a mistake, he's 6'3", 215 with some thunder in that bat.
UCLA and Michigan a run apiece in the second. Feeding off that aggressiveness, Jarvis gets a strike. Austin Martin is on deck, and that's the thing about Vanderbilt. When you're in the bottom of the order, you need to get outs because their best 2 hitters in a lineup full of great hitters are those 2 guys.
And that's Infante's job. Do not hit into a double play. Get this inning to Austin Martin.
0-1. That's maybe the best changeup he's thrown.
Sure
righty
is.
on righty change.
A little difficult to tell the difference between the 2 pitches. His breaking ball's got some depth, but that changeup, when it's right, it will dive down and into right-handed hitters. But I agree, Rich, that's the best one we've seen. And his off-speed stuff really overmatches Infante right now.
He's gone slider for a strike, changeup for a strike. 0-2 and a spin. Mississippi State an early lead, game 1 of that series. That was a near no-hitter today as Louisville took down East Carolina and wins that super regional. Texas Tech, Oklahoma State 5 apiece in the bottom of the 9th. Got him. first strikeout, second out of the second, and now a really tough out. Austin Martin. Well, they tell you when you're in college, hey, work on your resume. This is his.
Check. I'll tell you the comp that's really intriguing to me here for Austin Martin is Mookie Betts. Just a very athletic, super utility player. He's a Swiss Army knife defensively. You can almost put him anywhere. Probably profiles best as a center fielder, but boy, it's speed with a pure hit tool. That's a great take. That's what it's going to take for Vandy right there. Take the off speed early and get yourself into better counts.
Look at the on base. He goes 412, 502, and his slug is 603. And that's in the SEC.
Boy, it gets really interesting now. Vandy's already flipping their lineup over, but Jarvis has gotten a little sharper too. So the look they're getting this time, Jarvis was fairly scattered first time through the order, but just competed his way through it. The pitches have gotten sharper.
He cannot endure the pitch count right now at this pace. That's a great changeup for a strike. 43 pitches, and he's not out of the second.
Yeah, like you said, Rich, any count, any hitter, right on right, 1-0. It's going to be really important for the Vandy hitters that they've got a middle of the field approach. Otherwise, that changeup will eat you up.
The highlight tape from that Morgantown Regional was filled with swings like that.
Absolutely. It is a phenomenal pitch.
A little frisky out at second is Steven Scott.
Yeah, Vandy's aggressive in base running, and I think that's a great part of their offense, but man, you better be careful with Austin Martin up. The guy hitting behind him is pretty good too.
And there's two outs. Blade is on deck.
Another great take.
That's not a bad pitch.
No, it sure isn't. I mean, I think an average hitter is offering it that. That's Austin Martin really showing you some maturity. Jarvis has thrown him 3 balls. Take, he swung through a changeup, and then take there. It's a really good at bat.
And the count is 2-1. Martin, the third baseman, and Blade behind him have two very different approaches to hitting. We heard Blade yesterday talking about he looks for a zone.
Yep.
And Martin is looking fastball, and he'll react off the fastball.
And when you have hands as quick as Austin Martin, it almost feels like you could look anything you want.
Let's see if he gets a fastball. Breaking ball, changeup, breaking ball, the sequence in the at-bat. I don't know if he was trying to call timeout, but he looked unsettled as the pitch came to the plate.
Boy, that was a fastball that he wanted. Oh, boy. That's a break for Duke right there. That fastball is one Martin's going to handle.
That may be the only one he sees.
No doubt.
In the at-bat. Two. Got him with the breaking ball. How about that? Bryce Jarvis strikes out the best hitter in the SEC in a big spot. Scoreless early in Nashville. Trying to settle his team down. Now it's a scoreless ball game, but his young starter, Bryce Jarvis, has walked a tightrope in his 2 innings of work.
So much stress and pressure in a game like this. I think for both head coaches, Rich, you're just trying to get your team settled into their normal selves as quickly as possible. It's hard, though, for Duke. It's, you know, Chris Pollard's going to be constantly monitoring his team. Hey, are they giving you that deer in the headlights look where they're starting to feel one game from Omaha? Because that's obviously not the mindset that's gotten them to this point.
Rothenberg takes in KUMAR ROCKER, the freshman sensation. Athens, Georgia, is where he calls home. Breaking ball misses in, and it's 3-1. In the first, a rocker fastball. He's one of the harder throwers in the SEC. Came up and in and caught center fielder Kenny Taylor just above the eye. Taylor was down for about 5 minutes, was able to get up, treated immediately by the Duke medical staff, and left the field.
And that's the other thing, Rich. You know, Kenny Taylor is the guy that helps Chris Pollard monitor the mindset of his team, and now he's lost his captain, and that's a lot for this Duke team to digest. There's a lot going on in that dugout right now.
Rothenberg, the catcher, 1 for 4 last night, scored 3 runs. And the fastball is out. Rocker has terrific control. He's thrown almost 80 innings, and that's just his 17th walk of the year. This guy was a difference maker last night, and he certainly was in West Virginia at the regional. Gallagher, the senior, a transfer from Cornell, a graduate student. Homer and a triple last night. Breaking ball grounded to short. Paul Harrison Ray, the turn, not in time. Ray a little off balance. Ball was hit hard. There's 1 out.
I'm not sure what happened here. This looked like it should have been somewhat tailor-made. It looked like Paul's throw just took Ray. Interesting. Gallagher's not a bad runner, but boy, that felt like a double play ball to me.
Chris Crabtree now, the designated hitter, takes a breaking ball for a strike. He was 0 for 3 last night. He was the only Blue Devil starter without a hit. The Rocker's fastball misses in. Brilliant last week against Indiana State in the regional that was right here in Nashville. Thank you, Lowell. Terrific finish there. The beginning here is scoreless. Vanderbilt and Duke. Vanderbilt, the number 2 seed overall, upset last night in a runaway. Duke beat them 18-5. Of course, Duke, one of the last 4 in to this field of 64 in the NCAA tournament. Rich Waltz along with Mike Rooney. It's a scoreless ball game. Bottom of the second. Kumar Rocker, the freshman sensation, and the hard thrower on the hill for Vanderbilt. And an anxious crowd that's not used to seeing the Commodores lose as they did last night are on the edge of their seat tonight.
This game has some anxiety to it. Duke's 1 win from Omaha for the first time in forever, and for Vandy, you're 1 loss from your season ending.
Chris Crabtree at the plate. Kyle Gallagher at first for Duke, and a good breaking ball from Rocker, who's got that along with an electric fastball. Here's what you missed as we take a look at Chris Pollard, the game summary. Vanderbilt has stranded 4 runners in the first 2 innings. J.J. Blade, the number 4 overall pick to the Marlins, is 0 for 1. And a frightening moment in the first. Kenny Taylor of Duke, their leader, their center fielder, was hit flush by a fastball above the left eye. He was down for about 4 to 5 minutes. The Duke medical staff got to him quickly, and he was up left and has left for observation. We do not have a report on him. The pitch did not appear to hit him directly in the eye. Now, Duke knows what that feels like. This guy knows what it feels like. Ethan Murray took one just under the eye in the first game of the ACC tournament against Notre Dame. His first game back was last night, and he was 1 for 3.
You just start to think, though, Rich, at what point is it one too many injury for Duke? I mean, you're without Chase Cheek, you're without Adam Lasky, you're without Graham Stinson. It's really miraculous that Duke is one game from Omaha right here. And Kenny Taylor, that is a massive loss for this team.
Duke, one of the last teams in, and not a upper level ACC team. I mean, they finished 15-15 in conference, but they haven't been to Omaha in 58 years. 1961. Last year they got to the final of a super regional in Lubbock and lost.
And if we're being honest, Rich, like last year's Duke team was the one that was supposed to go to Omaha. That was the one with, you know, Jimmy Herron and, you know, all those arms and Griffin Conine. It's incredible what this group has done.
Breaking ball, little tapper. Martin across the diamond. Got him. Bang, bang play at first. Kumar Rocker is solid, and this game is scoreless. Vanderbilt has lost in the Super Regionals the last 2 seasons. He's the number 4 pick in the draft. The Miami Marlins have big plans for him, and they've got a special one. So this is his last grab of the ring. 4 outfielders for this Blade at bat, and that's what Duke had when he hit a fly ball out into right center field.
I would love to. You're leading off an inning here, Rich, and your team has been a little wobbly. I'd love to see him pop a ball to the left side. Some type of bunt or just a line drive the other way. Get that leadoff runner on. Feels like scoring first in this game for Vandy will be really important. Duke came out punching in game 1, and Vandy never really got themselves settled.
Tim Corbin. One of the things that Tim Corbin does for every player that enters the program, he determines what number they'll wear. So you get your number, not the number you wanted or the one you wore in high school. You get the one that the head coach gives you. And Blade is wearing 51, which prompted me to ask, why 51? I mean, there's been some great players that have worn 51. Ichiro, Randy Johnson. Bernie Williams is the reason.
Love it.
He said when he first saw Blade, who is a speedy outfielder, he said, that guy reminds me of Bernie Williams. So there you go.
Love it. Maybe
it's appropriate or just destiny that he was drafted by the Marlins, who of course led right now by Bernie Williams' teammate, Derek Jeter. Blade walks, bring in the outfielder, at least the 4th one. And Bryce Jarvis, son of Kevin Jarvis, is struggling with his control. He's punched out 2, but he's walked 4.
Eventually the walks are going to be an issue here, Rich. I mean, he's already at 51 pitches. Duke has a good bullpen, but not an unlimited bullpen.
Blade doesn't run much. Pitch misses outside. Now, calling card for Bryce Jarvis, off-speed stuff, and a plus changeup.
Yeah, arguably the best changeup in America, and a really good slider as well. Here's the problem, Rich. You can't get to him because he's not managing the counts well enough, can't get ahead in the count to deploy those pitches.
Ethan Paul, right center field. That ball's crushed, and a running catch there by Schreck. The hero last night, R.J. Schreck, in the 9 spot, had 3 hits. Tonight he opened the night with a diving catch in right, and this, a nice play.
And look at Schreck, he kind of almost shoe-tops it right there. That's probably not how you teach it in outfield camp, but Duke is playing free and easy, and that man, R.J. Schreck, he's shaking his head thinking, I could probably catch that a little prettier.
It's a good swing by Ethan Paul. when Vanderbilt has made contact tonight, it's been pretty solid. They've hit a lot of balls at people. Clark walked back in the first.
Well, Vandy's done a lot of things right. Duke has played so well. I think if you're Vandy, you just got to keep playing good baseball and weather this storm, because Duke is just on another level right now.
One of the trademarks of Duke the last couple of seasons in NCAA play is the ability to play well in hostile environments. They haven't hosted a regional. In fact, last year, Chris Pollard's regional was in Athens, Georgia against the powerful Bulldogs, and they beat Georgia twice to win the regional, and they took Texas Tech to late in the third game in Lubbock. That one deep right field. Lux is over. He replaced Taylor defensively. And then he makes the catch. And of course they had to go to Morgantown and win the regional this year. If they can win one game in the next 2 nights, they'll do something that no Duke team has done since 1961, and that's get to Omaha.
When Chris Pollard was hired, people that follow college baseball felt like, man, that's a great hire for Duke. Something good's going to happen. I don't know that any of us thought it would be like this. Back-to-back years with super regionals, and this is where you know you've got a great program building, Rich, is where the team that's supposed to do it gets to a super regional last year, and then even this team with all the injuries and adversity, they're back in a super.
Swing and a miss. Here's what jumps out, and you have to look closely. Go to the 8 and then go to your right. Zero NCAA tournaments since that College World Series appearance. It was a baseball wasteland when he arrived in Durham.
And now they're going toe-to-toe with the best programs in the country for the big recruits, and you see the product on the field is phenomenal.
Of course, the irony being here in Nashville, the blueprint that he used for his program, Vanderbilt.
Why wouldn't you? Academic school in a power conference.
That man was the guy he said was able to do the same thing 20 years ago. Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball by Jarvis.
And the reason why that's the perfect blueprint, Rich, is because Vanderbilt had never been successful in baseball before Tim Corbin came here, and he took it from a program that really struggled in baseball to a national power.
Pat DeMarco with a 2-2 count. That's the devastating righty-on-righty change. Vanderbilt and Duke scoreless in Nashville.
There's the combio right there. It's as good as you're going to see.
Is he big, and man, is he good. 6'4", 255. And that fastball lit up the SEC. And he pours it across at 94. There's Mom, and she's the one that said, you're going to go get an education. She's also the one that really took notice. He was a football player as well. We told you his father won the Outland Trophy, the Lombardi Trophy, but when she saw him on the mound as a freshman in high school, she noticed that he was calm and cool and collected and felt right at home.
And it's interesting, you know, the elite baseball players, they have a choice. They're going to get drafted. They'll have a Division I opportunity, and these players get to choose. And I think so often it's the mom that is such a critical part in this decision process. And that's no offense to the dads, but I think sometimes when you're a father and it's your son, it's really hard to sift through all the attention. And you see Mrs. Rocker was able to really steady the ship for her son.
Ground ball up the middle. Ethan Paul sets himself, fires to first, and Erickson Nichols is out #1 here in the bottom of the third. Again, remember, Duke the home team here for game 2. Look at this run. And of course, this is crunch time in the SEC. This is SEC tournament, and this is a regional appearance in which he carved up Indiana State.
And it's really neat to see Kumar Rocker. It hasn't been all glamour his freshman year. I saw his first start in February, and TCU put a 10 spot on him, or 10 spot on Vandy in his start. And so that's what you come to college to do, is to grow and to learn how to handle adversity, learn how to handle success, and then pursue your big league career later on down the road. Because here's the point, Rich. When you sign a kid 6'4", 255 that throws 95 with a hammer breaking ball, they don't show up on campus very often. They are very often first-round picks.
Fastball strike, R.J. Schreck. He was drafted, but had he said, sure, I'm interested, the 38 wouldn't be there. A first round would be there. Breaking ball, sharp, good pick by Clark, and Schreck is out.
And boy, Rocker has really blossomed and grown throughout the year. Look at the depth on this breaking ball. So it's not just the 95 miles an hour you have to get geared up for. For a true freshman, Rich, to make every start in the SEC, boy, that's not about stuff. That's about being tough enough to stand up and take punches. And again, Rocker has done that for Vandy this year.
Joey Loper-Fido, that's a swing. And it's 0-1. Loper-Fido at second. And in right, he's been the guy that's gone to the outfield for the Blade at bats, as Duke has employed 4 outfielders.
Holy cow. I mean, think about, if you're a Duke hitter right now, what you're preparing for. Rocker's rushing up there 96 miles an hour with an 86 mile an hour hammer breaking ball with depth. You can't chase both. You're going to have to pick one. But boy, he is on it right now. And if I'm scouting Joey Loper-Fido for next year, that foul ball is very impressive to me. Rocker has looked unhittable in this half inning, and he just spoiled that 95 mile an hour fastball at the top of the zone. Very impressive.
Loper-Fido, a sophomore. And he got him. Kumar Rocker is all of that. Mom loves it. On to the 4th in Nashville. On the line here in Nashville, a trip to Omaha in the College World Series. The first ticket punched, Louisville. They swept East Carolina, nearly threw a no-hitter against East Carolina today. The winner of this bracket gets Louisville first round in Omaha. And you see Mississippi State, Stanford, North Carolina, Auburn starting their series today. This series started last night. Everybody expected this Vanderbilt offense to put up 9-10 runs like they've been doing all season long. And they were blasted by Duke 18-5. It was a tight game until about the 6th or the 7th inning. And so Vanderbilt has to win to see tomorrow. Duke needs a win either today or tomorrow to get to Omaha. Jarvis, breaking ball, just missed.
Vandy hitters have done an excellent job taking that breaking ball. Jarvis has shown us that a lot. Breaking ball early in the count, trying to get ahead, and Vandy's done a nice job taking that pitch.
Steven Scott, a laser to right. Schreck's been busy out there. And Vanderbilt has their leadoff runner aboard for the 3rd straight inning.
You know, the Vandy offense maybe hasn't scored as many runs as we anticipated, Rich, but it hasn't been for lack of traffic. They have had a ton of base runners on in the first game and a half of this series.
Here is Harrison Ray. Ray ripped a single to left. Multiple base runners in the 1st and 2nd. Vanderbilt had 1st and 2nd and nobody out, and did not advance a runner. That was in the 2nd, and that's over in the football stadium, which if you've never been to this facility, this is a great ballpark, Hawkins Field, but it is tucked right up against the stadium, the football stadium. And there are fans in the ballpark, and there are fans across the street.
Yes.
The garage doors, that's the parking garage down the right field line.
It's a bring your own concessions party up there,
Look
Rich.
at that. That's a tradition.
Look at that. That's awesome.
Isn't it? I mean,
super cool.
There's no area to tailgate around, so they make do with the different levels of the parking garage. They tailgate in the garage.
garage doors too. You see what they did there?
I did.
Yeah, it's pretty good wordsmithing.
It took me a couple times around to figure that out. That's the devastating changeup from Bryce Jarvis.
You know, and Harrison Ray's been very pull heavy in this series, and if you're pulling off the baseball, that changeup could tear you up. That's the really only way to handle that pitch, is see it up and use middle to the backside of the field. Boy, that is something else, that changeup.
Got him. Jarvis comes back, strikes out Ray, his 4th strikeout. To go with 4 walks.
Just love the competitiveness of Jarvis. It's 2 elite off-speed pitches. Change up, and then that breaking ball right there. It's almost a slider with good vertical depth.
Ty Duvall hit that searing liner to center that Damon Lux made a diving catch on.
Boy, Jarvis has done a phenomenal job just navigating through traffic tonight. He has not been sharp all the way through, but competes at a very high level.
He threw 46 pitches. That's a strike. 46 pitches his first 2 innings. Slimmed it down to 15 in the 3rd.
Really important for Vandy, though, to continue to run Jarvis's pitch count up. Regardless of score, they really need to get into that Duke bullpen.
Another strike.
I mean, not only does it mess up your timing, this is off the plate until the last second. Now that's the absolute corner of the strike zone. Offenberg does a nice job presenting that pitch.
Remember, it's where the ball crosses the front of the plate. 0-2. Got him. This is a clinic right now. Jarvis all of a sudden has dialed in the changeup.
And it's an interesting pattern right now where in a lot of these hitters he's gone slide, or let's call it curveball, changeup, curveball. I don't know what to call that breaking pitch. It's got the velocity of a slider, but it's got vertical depth of a curveball.
Here is Julian Infante, another Marlins draft pick, a Miami native, and a guy with a lot of power.
It's Infante's power. He's really known as a guy that will ambush elevated fastballs. So Jarvis is a little bit of a nightmare matchup for Infante. Neither the slider or the changeup suit him well. And so, of course, Jarvis blows him away with a fastball right there. This game can really get in your head at times. And this, of course, Jarvis presents a host of problems.
This is 2nd time through for the Vanderbilt hitters, so they've seen the changeup. But they haven't necessarily seen this changeup because he didn't have this the first time through the lineup. Oh, and 2.
There's that breaking ball. Jarvis has made some of his best pitches of the entire outing in this inning, really settling in.
Oh, and 2 to Infante.
That's the one issue for Jarvis. His fastball command has been fairly poor in this outing, so he's had to rely heavily on the slider and the changeup.
Scott the runner at first. Scoreless here in Nashville. Breaking ball. No swing.
And that's a big take for Infante. That's the first time tonight that Julian Infante has really looked on it. He has swung through this pitch several times. I think that's a good take.
Breaking ball, fly ball. Well hit right field. Trek back at the track. Makes the catch. Bryce Jarvis still scoreless. Chris Pollard when we return to Nashville. Scoreless bottom of the fourth. It's a nightmare for a coach or a parent to have a player hit in the face by a pitch. Chris Pollard joins us now. You've had to endure that twice in the last 3 weeks. Ethan Murray in the ACC tournament. Kenny Taylor tonight.
Yeah.
Tell us what you saw. You were at the plate with Kenny. I know that he's gone for further evaluation.
Yeah, just, deja vu. It was a scary situation. It felt to me like as he sat there, he felt a little bit better and better. It's obviously an incredibly scary thing. He's in good hands here with the Vanderbilt healthcare folks, getting some x-rays and a CT scan. But right now, our thoughts and prayers are with him, and we're trying to play a baseball game, but certainly we're worried about his health.
So, Chris, Bryce Jarvis showed us those 2 elite off-speed pitches.
Right.
The fastball command is come and gone. What do you need from him as he goes third time through the order here?
Well, I think he's just settling in now. I think he's pretty amped up early, and it's hard to have feel for that changeup when you're amped up. And he's settled in, and what I told him is I said, hey, keep competing the way you are, and the execution will come. He'll get that feel, and I think that's what you're starting to see here now.
Chris, thanks for the visit. Good
You bet.
luck. And
Appreciate it.
Certainly our fingers are crossed for Kenny.
Ours too. Thank you.
Scoreless game, bottom 4. Damon Luck's first at bat. He came in for Taylor as a pinch runner and in center field, and the freshman is overmatched by KUMAR ROCKER, who now has 5 strikeouts.
Yeah, speaking of somebody that has great stuff tonight, I love what Chris Pollard said, Rich, when he's coaching Jarvis. Keep competing like you are, and the execution will come. Basically saying you've done a beautiful job just trading punches with Vanderbilt. Eventually you're going to get the feel for your stuff that you normally have, and that's exactly what's happened.
Matt Mervis, after a fastball, that fouls it back. What a contrast we have in this game in a lot of areas. You've got Vanderbilt, the most powerful team maybe in college baseball. Their offense a juggernaut. 25-26 they've won coming into last night. A dynamite offense, and then Duke. Duke really doesn't have a standout offensive player. They barely got into the tournament, and here they are a win away from Omaha.
Goodness.
And you got a hard thrower on the mound for Vanderbilt and a changeup guy on the mound
This
for
is
Duke.
hilarious, Rich. I'm thinking if I'm Vandy, I'm nervous. I got a true freshman on the mound in an elimination game. This true freshman is showing out here. Fastball up to 96 tonight with a killer breaking ball. It's 2 really good outings so far.
He's retired 8 straight, and he misses out. Now, we told you that J.J. Blade was given 51 for Bernie Williams. Why is he wearing 80?
Jerry Rice. Is that it?
Close. Tim Corbin thought, well, this guy's a tight end. That's a tight end's number, so you're number 80. You're Kellen Winslow-like.
I like it. Have fun with the numbers.
And, of course, his father, a great football player. His dad won not only the Outland Trophy, but the Lombardi Trophy. Tracy Rocker, Auburn legend, played in the NFL, and has coached all over the SEC as a defensive assistant.
Okay, and this is great for our game of baseball, Rich, when we're attracting athletes like KUMAR ROCKER.
Two and two to Michael Rothenberg. Hit hard to right. Blade has it. 1, 2, 3, 9 straight retired. That Vanderbilt has ever had.
This is fun, Rich. 3rd time through the order, and Jarvis has got really good stuff tonight.
Changeup catches the corner, and a strike. Austin Martin is flied out and struck out. J.J. Blade is right behind him. He's 0 for 1. And then Ethan Paul for Vandy.
I think if you're, again, Jarvis is settling in very nicely. He's got good stuff, is a good command of the changeup, the breaking ball sharp. I think if you're Vandy, Rich, you really have to think of it's an on-base singles approach. If you're just trying to double and home run Jarvis to death, I think his stuff is too good for that tonight.
0-2. And it takes a lot to make Austin Martin tentative, but that's exactly what he looked like on that pitch.
Well, most guys have one pitch that can make you swing and miss. Jarvis has 2. It's a lot to consider.
Fastball, got him! Inside corner. He was sitting off speed. 6 strikeouts. And here is Blade, 4th overall by the Miami Marlins. Vanderbilt has had their share of top picks. David Price, 1st overall, 07. Dansby Swanson, same thing in 15. Walker Buehler is lighting things up in LA. And Brian Reynolds is up with an impact to the Pirates, 2nd round in 2016. Blade with the shift, pops it in front of the plate. Nice play by Rothenberg. And with 4 outfielders and the infield shifted, Blade tries to bunt and did not get it down the line.
Well, it's, obviously J.J. Blade has not been bunting this year. He's been hitting home runs, and I love the idea, but that's the risk of this, is that you've got someone who's very uncomfortable bunting. I still think it's the right play for Vandy, that if Duke's going to literally give you the left side of the field, you need base runners right now. This is a 0-0 game.
This is an elimination game for Vanderbilt.
Yeah, and the biggest thing right now for Tim Corbin is managing J.J. Blade's emotions, because you can see he's really frustrated, feeling like he just gave an at-bat away.
Ethan Paul pulls that one foul.
For Vandy, you're in weather the storm mode. Duke is playing so well right now. Baseball can do this to you, where you just feel like everything's going sideways on you, but it never lasts forever.
So much on the line for Blade and the Commodores. Duke hasn't been to Omaha since 1961. They win tonight or they win tomorrow, they're going. Vanderbilt has to win tonight to see tomorrow. And look at that score in the upper right. Michigan 3-1 over UCLA. If Michigan wins, they are headed to the College World Series, and they will have knocked off the #1 overall seed in the field of 64. Vanderbilt, of course, is the #2 overall seed. Inside fastball, dumped into right field for a hit. Ethan Paul, 2-out single.
Boy, Ethan Paul, and it makes sense because he's one of the key seniors. He's had the best at-bats Duke has had all night. And this is something you're going to have to do with Jarvis, as sharp as he is. Sometimes you're just going to have to fight one off. Showing you the strength of a senior right now. That's 3 really good at-bats for Ethan Paul. But that pitch count's starting to sneak up now, Rich. That's getting interesting. 86 for Jarvis. We're in the 5th.
Phil Clark, Vanderbilt catcher, a home run last night. We showed you that home run, and it was a changeup, and he absolutely mashed it.
See if Jarvis sticks to that same pattern. He's done a lot of breaking ball, then changeup, then breaking ball to finish.
First team All-SEC. Runner goes, ball to the screen, and it kicks wide. Runner headed to third, throw there, and a nice job by Nichols to keep it from getting down the line. Vanderbilt gets 2 bases with 2 outs.
I like the aggressiveness right there. At some point, you just can't be afraid to green light it, and Paul almost runs into an out there. And then the old turf. Got to pull the parachute there. Hey, and with Jarvis's secondary stuff, a pass ball scores a run.
And it also prompts a visit, the first one of the night. Dusty Blake, the fine pitching coach for the Duke Blue Devils, is out to talk this at bat through. We count 1-1 on Philip Clark. For more coverage of the Division I baseball tournament and interactive brackets, go to NCAA.com. In Nashville, Duke a winner last night. That was a stunner. Tonight, Vanderbilt and Duke scoreless almost midway. And Bryce Jarvis been in the zone and out of the zone all night long.
Yeah, he's been effectively wild. He's lived dangerously, competed really well with some self-inflicted traffic. This is a big spot right here. You can feel the stadium coming alive. If Vandy can take a lead, they've really been on their heels the entire series. And for Jarvis, both his breaking ball and his changeup are pitches that could kick away and lead to a run. So if you're Philip Clark right now, I would think you'd be hunting the fastball.
Infield playing Clark to pull. 1-1. Got the corner, and it's 1-2.
Boy, he has been just precise with that breaking ball the last couple innings. And that's been the pattern. Breaking ball, then change up, then breaking ball. Looks like breaking ball again.
Runner at third, 2 outs, 1-2. Lined into right field. Vanderbilt has the run. Shrek into the corner. And Philip Clark delivers.
Boy, that's an outstanding job by Philip Clark. Really, Jarvis executes his pitch. He's trying to go breaking ball away. Philip Clark all over that. Just a really talented left-handed hitter. Didn't it, Rich? It just seemed like Vandy needed that badly. They've really played uphill this entire game.
Fly ball, crushed, left field, Luck's back, at the wall, leaps, and he got it! The freshman, Damon Lux, went a long way and went up. The ball and Lux arrive at the same time, and he steals it. It's 1-0. Vandy.
How about the freshman? You can't do any better than that.
Tim Corbin, head coach for Vanderbilt, joins us now. This guy looks like a senior, and a really good senior instead of a freshman.
Well, through the time that he's been here, we've discovered that he's more mature than typical freshmen, and he's got a very good work ethic. He's very directed, and he does well in school. So, yeah, he's mature.
Corbs, this game has had so much tension to it. Really, for both teams, you're playing a team like Duke that's just playing incredibly well right now. How do you help your team settle in and get into the flow of this thing?
Yeah, we need to break the dam a little bit. You can tell they're gripping a little bit, and we talked about that. But yet at the same time, you know, they're kids. They're trying to win, and you can't fault that. But at the same time, it's going to take a hit. It's going to take an extra base hit to get things going. I thought that one was, but that kid made a hell of a play.
Yeah. All right, Coach. Thanks for the visit. Good luck
Ken.
the rest of the way.
Yep.
Tim Corbin, head coach at Vanderbilt. And Kumar Rocker just keeps on rocking. 7 strikeouts. He's only in the bottom of the 5th.
I mean, this is a pitching clinic we're seeing, Rich. Look at this breaking ball. I mean, and again, in fairness to the Duke hitters, you have to get geared up for 95 miles an hour. He's rushing that fastball up on you, and then the breaking ball just disappears at the bottom of the strike zone.
Here's Crabtree now.
Jeez. And that's an 85-mile-an-hour breaking ball that's vanishing on these hitters.
Major league teams that called the Rocker family and said, hey, if we draft you and we flash some money at you, will you sign? And the answer was absolutely not. And my guess is his mom was the one that answered the phone and gave that answer because she really wanted him in college. Of course, her husband, football great at Auburn, knows the college experience firsthand. The Rockies drafted him in the 38th round. That was a just-in-case pick, just in case you want to change your mind. Wow. Swing and a miss, 8 strikeouts.
Just a hammer breaking ball with unbelievable feel for it. Hardest job in sports, by the way, Rich, parent. Although it's a little easier when your son's got a breaking ball like that.
Leave plenty of room up there.
Yep.
Fastball's in.
96. He is feeling it.
He's topped out at 97 tonight. He's lived in the mid-90s with that fastball.
I mean, between Jarvis's changeup and slider, Rocker's fastball and breaking ball, not a great night for hitting coaches. Everybody else, this is awesome.
What must be going through Ethan Murray's mind? He was hit in the face against Notre Dame. Saw his teammate Kenny Taylor hit in the first inning. Swing and a miss. Ball kicks away. Murray hustling to first, and he's going to get there. So it goes as a strikeout and a wild pitch.
This curveball is literally unhittable right now. Philip Clark does the best he can with it, just ricochets on him. And look out now, because Duke has been so opportunistic.
Erickson Nichols. So 8 strikeouts.
It's just
6 of the last 7.
Utter dominance. And I think even though that last one kicked away, Rich, I think their breaking ball is still the most critical pitch for Rocker. You got to stay with it.
There's the breaking ball, and it's pulled foul. Nichols bounced to short in the 3rd. Bottom 5, halfway through the Nashville Super Regional. Duke winners yesterday, and a game away from Omaha. They've not been there in 58 years.
I'm telling you, Rich, I would absolutely start the runner right now if I'm Duke. Nichols looked completely overmatched by the fastball there, and I think if I'm Duke, why not? What do you have to lose? 2 outs and 2 strikes.
Murray has stolen 6 bases. That's 10 strikeouts. That ties a career high. And that's a very proud mom. Kumar Rocker has been dominant, the freshman starter for Vandy. Duke trying to figure out how to get the offense going.
I'll tell you, Rich, what that is. That's a bullpen conversation, because you think about Duke, they've got just enough bullpen to win 1 more game. Thomas Gerard, Matt Dockman, who threw in game 1, and now you're down 1-0, and Jarvis has got an elevated pitch count of 91. So think about it. You're thinking, are we going chips in tonight, or do we have to be thinking about game 3? It's so tricky, because if you're Chris Pollard, you're thinking that you probably get 1 bite at the apple.
Yeah, there we go.
On one hand, it's 1-0. That's a tight game. On the other hand, Rocker is dealing, and his pitch count is manageable for at least 2 more innings.
And Tyler Brown, the closer for Vandy, is fresh, did not pitch in game 1. But, you know, Jarvis has probably got another inning maybe. So somebody's going to have to come in this game for Duke. Are you going with Dockman and Girard, or you have to find somebody else that's not one of your premier 2 guys?
Steven Scott, fastball for a strike, and it's 3-1.
Which is why Chris Pollard got his coaches. That's the baseball version of I need a lifeline.
Dockman was terrific last night.
But here's, just to put a cap on that, Rich, here's the thing. You go Dockman tonight, he's not available for game 3, most likely, or he's limited in game 3. Same thing with Girard, who's a big slider guy. Do you give the Vandy hitters a look at him tonight and then have to throw him in game 3? Boy, those are tough decisions. I prefer sitting next to you.
Fastball got him. Forget about the changeup and the curve. He was 3-0 and went 3 straight fastballs.
He has been so good tonight. There's the breaking ball, has got really good depth. It's a little more slider there. And then there's that changeup. A little Bugs Bunny changeup just disappeared on you. There's that breaking ball. And now fastball. He is an uncomfortable at bat right now. 17 strikeouts in this game. Goodness.
And certainly in completely different styles. Change up for a strike. Harrison Ray singled in the second, struck out in the 4th.
I like the idea. You know, Vandy's so used to hitting doubles and the big inning. I don't, for me right now, Rich, this game calls for execution. Who can get to first base? If bunt for hit is part of that for Harrison Ray, I like it.
0-2. The changeup is low. There you go, Duke's bullpen. Jack Carey just starting the process. Vanderbilt has a run on 4 hits. Duke does not have a run or a hit. And it's driven down the line and deep. And it is fair off the wall, and it bounces out of play. That's a double for Harrison Ray.
Gets a hanging breaking ball, and that's the one thing. Jarvis has thrown more breaking balls than changeups tonight. Ray sees it up and gets on it.
Infield swung around, playing Ty Duvall to pull. With Ray at second. He's lined out and struck out.
To me right now, Rich, if you're Jarvis, Bryce Jarvis, the changeup's got to be the go-to. The breaking ball, the Vandy hitters have seen so many of them tonight. That pitch concerns me right now.
Into center field, and off to third is Ray. That's a costly 90 feet.
Sure is. Jarvis is such a good athlete, just maybe being a little too quick right there. Murray not quite getting there. Infield in, I like it. Chris Pollard playing to win here. So for Bryce Jarvis, base open. If Ty Duvall is going to beat you, it's got to be on one of your 2 best pitches, either that breaking ball or that changeup.
Duvall had a grand slam in the regional final, the win over Indiana State.
And again, no offense to Julian Infante, who had a much better back end of his last at bat, but he's been more overmatched than Duvall in this outing. I would rather face Infante.
Gets a strike. Well, if he loses Duvall and then pitches to Infante, The danger is it brings you one step closer to Austin Martin and J.J. Blade, who are all lined up and ready to go.
Yeah, hence the problem when you face Vandy. It's just this order seems to flip over so quickly.
Great changeup. And a big strike. And the count evens at 2-2.
And this is what Bryce Jarvis has done so beautifully in this game. He's gotten himself into some pickles and he's pitched his way out of them.
In all likelihood, his last inning, 105 pitches in. Runner at third, one out, infield in, 2-2 coming. Got him! Nasty changeup. Bottom falls out. There are 2 outs, 8 strikeouts.
I mean, Bryce Jarvis does not back down. Look at this changeup, one of the best ones he's thrown on the night. That pitch has been better than some of the Vandy hitters for most of this night.
So here's Infante, who was struck out and flied out. As you pointed out, big power, but a guy that usually feasts on fastballs.
This is an interesting at-bat because Jarvis has to have Infante, to your point, Rich. First at-bat, Infante was totally overmatched with slider and changeup. The end of the last at-bat, he had that deep fly out to right on a slider that was elevated, so he saw that pitch a little bit better in the second at-bat. See if he can continue to make adjustments. It's a big take right there. It just feels inevitable that Infante is going to get a breaking ball right here. And it's going to be who executes. Does Infante see it up and get on it, or does Jarvis bury it for the swing and miss?
Outfield playing him to pull. Gallagher very deep and left. Fastball. Not what he was looking for.
Yeah, he might have been guessing off speed there too. Boy, that is just excellent pitch calling. What a great pitch call.
Ray is still at third. 1-2. Ground ball at short, backhanded. Murray loads up, got him! Jarvis gets out of it. Vandy strands a runner. Great game in Nashville. It's 1-0.
Kumar Rocker, a young star in college baseball, one of the bright, young right-handed arms in the sport. Look at this breaking ball he has had tonight. Just phenomenal. Has dominated a Duke lineup with that pitch. Fastball's been up to 97 miles an hour. I mean, this is some kind of talent right here.
10 strikeouts, a swing, and an 0-2 count on R.J. Schreck. And with all the pressure, it's an elimination game. And all the strikeouts, Duke still does not have a hit here in the 6th. In the air and out of play.
And that's the first time we've seen a bat on that breaking ball in what feels like innings.
Schreck struck out in the 3rd. Now, a no-hitter in a super regional sounds like something that rarely happens, but it has nearly happened a couple other times, and that's a check swing. That's 11 strikeouts. My goodness. In fact, college baseball fans were on the edge of their seats today. Louisville's Bobby Miller took his all the way into the 9th inning. LSU had 2 pitchers combined into the 6th. Rocker now, with 11 strikeouts, has an out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Todd Peterson and Cole Henry for LSU. But this is all Kumar Rocker.
This kid is a freshman. I mean, how fun is that?
Just missed.
I I mean, you could call that down, but that is an unhittable pitch. I mean, that is a firm 93 at the very bottom of the strike zone. Man.
Snaps it off, and it's 2-2. He's walked one, and of course he hit a batter. That was Kenny Taylor in the first inning. Taylor was down for about 5 minutes, taken to an area hospital for x-rays and a CAT scan. That one fouled back. Through that wait, he threw a couple of warm-up tosses, but did not lose his composure, because that was an anxious 5 minutes for
sure.
Everybody here in the ballpark.
Tim Corbin mentioned that. You always wonder how someone's going to respond, a pitcher's going to respond to that.
Good take by Schreck. He lays off the breaking ball.
Isn't that funny? I came into this game thinking, man, Vandy's got a true freshman throwing his first super regional game. How will he manage the emotions? And the answer is wicked breaking ball is how you manage the emotions. Unhittable breaking ball.
Full count on Joey Lopafito. Chases, ball in the dirt. Clark pivots, throws him out. That's a dozen strikeouts.
I mean, this pitch is something else. And credit Philip Clark, who has done he has blocked a bunch of these tonight. I thought Philip Clark had a tough night with Drake Fellows last night, and he has been brilliant back there working with Rocker.
Damon Lux. Now Lux came in replacement for Kenny Taylor, who was caught stealing, struck out in the fourth.
Well, he's done his rob a home run.
That was a tremendous catch up against the wall in left center field. That kept it at 1-0. He also made a diving catch to slow a rally down in the second.
No big deal, Rich. It's only Omaha on the line. I mean, come on, you know. It's
85th pitch. That finished the fifth. Vanderbilt had a runner on and had scored the only run of the game that inning. 3-0. Lost him. And it looked like he lost his arm slot as that one sailed on him.
Yeah, and I think either Scott Brown or maybe Philip Clark ought to go talk to him and just settle him down. He's been so good. There's Scott Brown. This is a great visit because he's throwing the ball so well and just try and get level set with the emotions.
When you look at his body of work, I mean, he's 9-5. His ERA is under 4 as a freshman in the SEC. His inning totals this year, about 85. He's given up 2 home runs.
It's really an incredible accomplishment to do what he's done as a true freshman pitching in the SEC. And mind you, Vanderbilt plays a very difficult schedule in their non-conference as well. So it's been a remarkable freshman year for Kumar Rocker.
Here's Mervis, 0 for 2. Got a fastball, 91, fights it off.
And I like that adjustment for Rocker. Yeah, Scott Brown certainly went out there and told him just deep breath, you're doing great. Let's reset here. And the fastball just took a little bit off it. Get himself under control and get back in the strike zone.
He's lived right around 93, 94. Which makes that breaking ball completely unfair.
Seriously, and that pitch is not legal in 12 states, Rich. I mean, it's just, that thing's evil.
12 strikeouts, no hits.
Here it comes.
Little tapper, foul.
We're getting to a point, Rich, where bullpen becomes interesting for Vandy now. I know Rocker's only at 89 pitches, but he pitches with a lot of energy and adrenaline. I wonder, maybe there's one more inning there for him, but maybe not.
Lux the runner at first. Big shift on for Mervis. Remember, Lux was thrown out trying to steal back in the first. Got him. KUMAR Rocker is dominating Duke. A no-hitter through 6, 13 strikeouts. But that doesn't even do it justice. He's absolutely dominating Duke with 13 strikeouts through 6 innings. Into the 7th, top of the order. Austin Martin fires at a fastball and fouls it back. We thought maybe for Bryce Jarvis that was his last inning, but at 111 pitches now, he ventures into dangerous waters. And that's Austin Martin, J.J. Bleday, and Ethan Paul.
Now, Rocker's stolen the show, but I think Jarvis has been phenomenal. I think if you're Vandy, it's really about small goals right now. It's about base runners, and the goal for Vandy's offense is Jarvis doesn't finish this inning. Got to get in the bullpen right here.
That changeup, that righty-on-righty change, has Austin Martin perplexed.
Sure does.
And that's not easy to do. He led the SEC in hitting by a ton. .414 average, led him in on base. And he's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts tonight. And that clipped him. Breaking ball. Martin's aboard, and that brings up trouble. J.J. Bleday hit 26 home runs this year. That leads the NCAA. Notable home run seasons, and this comes in the era of the bats that have been regulated, the BB core era, if you will. Chris Bryant was a Torero of San Diego when he hit 31, and Bleday has blasted 26.
Chris Bryant in that year, that was the dead ball and dead ball at bat era. He out-humbered 226 teams, Chris Bryant.
Now Bleday takes low.
Hey, this base runner is huge for Bleday, Rich, because now Duke can't shift the same way. And so Bleday, it seemed like he was getting a little mental about that shift, and who wouldn't? And now he can just get back to hitting here.
That shift was 4 outfielders and 3 infielders on the right side. But Duke now with 3 outfielders, 3 infielders on the right side, but Erickson Nichols, the third baseman, is still over there. Bleday tried to bunt his last time up and bunted it back to the pitcher.
I think left center's the approach for Bleday right now. He's been really anxious and quick in his swing, try and slow himself down and use the big part of the field.
That was the key to his jump in home runs. He hit just 4 last year, and he said over the summer in the Cape Cod League, he changed his approach. He went to more of a 2-strike approach. It simplified his swing, and his power appeared.
This is a big point in the game. You know, Austin Martin was really struggling with Jarvis, and that hit by pitch is big because Martin looked like he was headed to an out. And now for Bleday, see, he's clearly putting a lot of pressure on himself. See if he can settle in and have a good at-bat here.
A bullet, and it's foul.
That's the best swing we've seen J.J. Bleday take in this series. That's J.J. Bleday right there.
Tim Corbin says he's not 21, he's 35. That's the maturity level.
Boy, what an outing for Bryce Jarvis. He has been so impressive.
Martin away. He runs. Bleday hits it in the air. Popped up. Remember the shift. Murray has to come over from second and make the catch. And Blade is 0 for 3.
There's a lot of advantages to the shift, Rich, but one of the disadvantages is you've got defenders coming at baseballs from all different places than they're used to. Ethan Murray, that is, for a true freshman, stayed under control and traveled from one side of the field to the other on that one.
Now you see the mask that he wears defensively. At the plate, they've affixed a lacrosse cage mask to his batting helmet. And when he was hit by the pitch, he was out for 10, almost 14 days. And when he was cleared to play, they had to scramble to find some apparatus that he could put both in the field and at the plate. So they went to their athletic department. The equipment room had that cage, so they put it on a helmet. They went to the basketball team, the Duke basketball team, to get that mask. When he put the mask on and was ready to go, he found that it was fogging up. So online they found from a competitive ski site that spray that unfogs it. It was overnighted to the hotel here in Nashville just in time for last night's game.
And you can tell he means a ton to this team. Weird to say that about a freshman shortstop, but he really settles this team down. I'll tell you, Rich, Ethan Paul has been Vanderbilt's best at bats all night. This is a big, and you know, this is probably Jarvis's last hitter. If Vandy's going to separate a little bit, this is the hitter right here.
Has walked, singled, and lined to right. Martin can run 18 of 23 in stolen bases this year. Michigan holding that lead against UCLA, as you see, 3-1, 6th inning. Change up. He still got that, doesn't he? Still got that change up. 9 strikeouts.
Boy, oh boy. I mean, Ethan Paul's a senior hitter who's had a heck of a year, and this pitch just disappears on him.
Nobody budging in the dugout. Bryce Jarvis, Philip Clark, and they know each other. Teammates, summer league teammates. Clark an RBI single in the 5th, a fly ball out in the 3rd, walked in the 1st. He takes a fastball that misses outside.
You would think for Jarvis, next guy that gets on, that becomes his last hitter. Looks like changeup here.
Runner goes, ground ball, cut off there. Mervis to the bag, gets the outs. Bryce Jarvis has been outstanding tonight. 1-0 Vandy. Kumar Rocker has been the show tonight in Nashville. The freshman right-hander, 13 strikeouts, and a no-hitter now into the 7th. Career high. Vanderbilt Super Regional record, 13 strikeouts. A couple walks, a hit batter, and that's it in a 1-0 ball game. First pitch runs outside. Michael Rothenberg, catcher for the Duke Blue Devils. Kyle Gallagher, Chris Crabtree will follow. 4, 5, 6. This is a Duke order that had 18 runs on 15 hits last night.
He has been unbelievable, and the breaking ball has been literally unhittable.
Rothenberg pulls a ground ball. Foul. Duke dugout. Bryce Jarvis is exhausted.
Yeah, he's got to be done.
He has left it all out there, and he has been brilliant. Count evens at 2-2.
What a performance. That's neat. I mean, that's leaving it all out on the field for your team.
Two for Rocker. .95 pitches for Kumar Rocker.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see him much longer in this game, Rich. I don't see maybe 10 more pitches.
14 strikeouts.
Well, I don't know how you take him out when he's cruising like this. I mean, this breaking ball, so many of these strikeouts which have been on that breaking ball, it's the depth on that pitch. You just don't see that out of a college arm very often.
Gallagher homered and tripled last night. And on a fastball, he fouls it off. Vanderbilt's bullpen is active. You've got a freshman pitcher out there, 98 pitches in, 14 strikeouts.
Those are two of the horses for Vandy. That's Tyler Brown, the closer, and Jake Eters, another really important arm for them. This is not about Kumar Rocker's no-hitter, really. This is for Vandy about winning this game.
Bobby Miller of Louisville got into the ninth against East Carolina with the no-hitter. It was broken up in the ninth. Louisville, of course, swept ECU, got to Omaha. A roller to short, Paul's around it, throws him out.
I think Vandy will keep a very close eye on Rocker. Again, despite the no-hitter, his body doesn't have quite the same juice it had a couple innings ago. There was contact on the breaking ball right there. You could see he's starting to, the game's starting to get on him a little bit. Boy, what a performance, though.
Think of all the great pitchers that man has had here. Tim Corbin with guys like David Price and Sonny Gray. Walker Buehler. Crowd is not happy.
It's interesting, you know, Chris Pollard's doing this to break up Kumar Rocker's rhythm. I wonder if it's going to have the opposite effect, because Rocker looked like he was starting to be gassed a little bit, and this is something that'll get you a little juiced up.
You can take an offensive timeout in college. You see
sure
head
can.
coaches come out, talk to hitters.
And that's 100% gamesmanship. That has nothing to do with, there's no instruction that would possibly be happening here. But hey, if the timeout's there for you, I can't blame Chris Pollard for doing it. That's a look of annoyance.
He has been calm and cool and collected all night long. There's 94 on the black for you.
It might have been 92, but you get 94 because you had a conference. Just a little something extra because you had to have your little offensive conference. I like it. I like the answer.
Oh, and 2. In the dirt. He's over 100 pitches. Kumar Rocker out of Athens, Georgia. 6'4", 255. Strikeouts. He screams at the Duke dugout. Have another conference.
I love it.
Vanderbilt 1-0. KUMAR ROCKER a no-hitter through 7. Elimination game for Vanderbilt. They've got to win to get to tomorrow.
Hey, season on the line. Give the ball to a freshman. Let's do it. Have your conference. Here we go. Deal with my breaking ball.
Little guy with a big arm.
Chris Pollard's going to try and give his team a chance to win this game and finish this series and take his team to Omaha, even though they're down 1-0.
The best thing we've seen in a while is right there. He is back. Kenny Taylor, who was hit, you can see the welt. He was hit by a Rocker fastball in the first inning in a scary, scary moment. And of course, the Blue Devils, who lost their shortstop, Ethan Murray, when he was hit in the face against Notre Dame in the first game of the ACC tournament, had to relive it. Taylor, we were told by his head coach, actually, that he was taken to a nearby hospital, evaluated, x-rays, CAT scan, and he's back on the bench. Murray returned last night, his first game back, had to wear a cage on his helmet to hit and a basketball protective mask when he's out in the field.
I mean, Chris Pollard is gonna, he should write a book about this season. You talk about some wild things happen. You start ACC play 3-9. 3-9, your season's over. And now you look up a couple months later and you're a couple runs from Omaha.
Girard's first hitter, and he misses out. Look, this is all about KUMAR ROCKER, right? Everywhere people are buzzing about it. I'm sure social media, people are starting to tune in this game. But the starter for Duke was splendid. Bryce Jarvis threw 126 pitches and held Vanderbilt to just a run. Girard gets a strike. There's a look at Jarvis.
Yeah, that was 2 brilliant pitching performances.
Look what he did against West Virginia.
There's that slider from Girard. That is the pitch. That is why he is in the game. You talk to people about Duke's team and they'll tell you Thomas Girard's slider is the single best pitch on the Duke pitching staff.
Pat DeMarco for Vanderbilt. Breaking ball, catches the corner. DeMarco is 0 for 3. Vandy has just 5 hits in the game to go with their run.
I don't think you can look to turn and burn versus someone like Girard that has such a great breaking pitch. It's see it up and middle of the field approach.
Fastball, right center, long run, Lux, and he dives and doesn't get it. It's off the wall. Racing around second is DeMarco. Headed for third. A triple.
Beautiful approach by DeMarco. And Lux, I mean, he has been all over the outfield. What an effort right here. 8 inches away. From one center fielder to another. If we were wondering if Omaha was important to these two clubs,
Chris Pollard is coming out. There is an issue with Thomas Girard. And I'm not sure if he's got a cut. The umpire is out there. The trainer putting the gloves on would indicate that's a cut. Monday night NBA Finals back in Toronto. Game 5, Raptors on the brink of their first NBA title. Warriors trying to stay alive and force a Game 6 back in Oakland. Coverage starts with NBA Countdown at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific on ABC and the ESPN app. The last Toronto champions. The Blue Jays, of course, Joe Carter's walk-off. The Maple Leafs, you got to go back to 67. If you're a CFL fan, you fondly remember the 2017 Grey Cup. Pitching hand had some blood on it, and you hope it's not a blister. Ah,
wow.
That's an odd place for a pitcher
Really
to have a cut. All right, thumbs up. Pat DeMarco has tripled to open this 8th inning.
And boy, is this a huge spot in this game. So he's going to face a lefty, a righty, and a lefty. If you're Gerard, you need strikeouts. You need swing and miss, and he's got a breaking ball to do it with.
Infield's in. In the dirt, not far enough.
Excellent job by Rothenberg, because if you're Gerard, that's the pitch. Bounce that wicked breaking ball. Now, if you're Steven Scott, that's exactly the right approach. You've got to see it up.
I think they're going to bring the trainer out again. And there's the block. Rothenberg's had a nice night handling Jarvis for 7 innings. It looks like he's still bleeding. Now, you can't put a bandage on a pitcher's hand. That's the hard part when you're trying to stop the bleeding. Because if you put a Band-Aid on, the feeling is a pitcher can use that to alter the baseball or alter his pitch. It's time to bring out the super glue.
Right.
All right, a deep breath. What's at stake here? Duke, an upset win last night in this best of 3. Vanderbilt trying to see tomorrow. Duke, if they can come back and win, are headed to their first College World Series in 58 years. Louisville got there with a near no-hitter themselves by sweeping East Carolina. In the same bracket in Omaha, you've got the winner of Mississippi State and Stanford, and North Carolina and Auburn will join. 8 teams advance out of these super regionals to the College World Series in Omaha. Runner at third. 1-0. Scott takes out.
We really haven't seen Gerard snap off an elite slider. Not the one, not his best one. He just hadn't found the feel for the really good one yet. Here it comes again. There it is. Whew. You know, it's easy for me to say see it up, but that was up and it was nasty. And that is a late breaker.
Two-one. Part of what makes a slider nasty is command of the fastball. His slider, though, looks so nasty. He does not have command of his fastball, and he's still getting swings and misses.
Well, and just looking at the way the swings, it looks like it's a pitch with tremendous depth and late break. Really hard on hitters.
2-2 to Steven Scott.
But you mentioned it, Rich. I'll tell you, the most important person on the field besides Gerard right now is Michael Rothenberg, because you're throwing a ton of breaking balls to miss a bat. One kicks away. DeMarco's a center fielder now. He can run. He's coming in on a wild pitch.
He's 90 feet away with nobody out. 3-2. Fly ball. Center field. And deep. Locks to the wall, and he makes another catch. Tagging and scoring is DeMarco.
Damon Lux has done one heck of a job in the outfield, considering he has barely played this year. Boy, that just feels like a massive run right there.
The last 2 half innings with him in the dugout, though, have been extended time. They've not been quick innings. The mound visit, Dusty Blake. Vanderbilt has their second run in a 2-0 lead.
Yes.
Vandy down a game in this best of 3. For more coverage of the Division I baseball tournament and interactive brackets, go to NCAA.com. Interactive brackets are the best kind of brackets. Runes, right?
Yeah, we want to be interacted with.
This is merely a look into the Vanderbilt bullpen. They had 2 arms that were starting to heat up in the 7th. Kumar Rocker. This is going to be a pitching change for Duke. So Gerard out, Carey in, 2-0 Vandy. Vanderbilt has added an insurance run. Jack Carey, a freshman, who carries a 4.42 ERA.
Another young arm Duke is excited about here. And, you know, the Vandy offense, this is not a score 1 run at a time offense. And so Carey will have his work cut out for him here.
Harrison Ray bunts, good bunt, bare hand throw, safe at first. Nichols, a nifty pick and throw. Ray got down the line. There is replay in the Super Regional, and I think Duke may take a look.
This is just an underutilized weapon for me. Bunt for a hit.
Ooh, that's close. This is the best look we've got.
I don't know you can overturn it, right? Yeah, I think it's going to remain safe.
Original call is safe. Ooh, that look.
Yeah, it looks like he might have got him by just a hair.
That look from behind.
That one looks safe to me.
It does. Now the one on the other side, this
one looks like out by a fraction.
Ball interior of glove there.
Yeah, but you really can't see where the foot is on the base.
And that's where the original call holds so much weight.
Yep.
It has to be conclusive to overturn it.
I don't think you can flip that one.
The NCAA Replay Center, I'm sure, looking at all the angles.
What a great offensive play by Harrison Ray. Love the bunt for a hit in that situation.
Safe. And that is call confirmed. So they were able to conclude definitively that he was safe.
Yeah, nice play by Nichols. That Harrison Ray can really run. That's even to make it close with something else.
And I don't expect him to be anchored at first base very long. Ray has 18 stolen bases. He's only been caught 3 times. Duvall is 0 for 3. And that's what Jack Carey is thinking as well.
Yeah, and you know, tonight, Duke has thrown a lot of breaking balls. So if you're Harrison Ray, that is exactly the pitch you're looking to run on.
Not running, in the air, back behind third. That's a mile high. Gallagher in, Nichols out, and Gallagher runs it. It's a fair ball. It stays in play.
This ball just looked like it was going to be a fairly routine play, and it just kept traveling. Once Gallagher overran it, there's no chance.
Now Vandy is really set up. Second and third and 1 out. Infante, the number 9 hitter, and then you've got Martin and Blade right around the corner. Kiambu Fentress is the pinch runner. Here's Infante, who's 0 for 3. Duke was able to wiggle out of trouble early last night before the game was a runaway and a Duke win. Jarvis was able to do that seemingly every inning he was in, and he pitched 7 wonderful innings through 126 pitches. Squeezes on. Runner around third. Fentress a big turn. Caught in a rundown. A run is scored. Fentress is tagged out. Vandy gets the run. There's 2 outs. It's 3-0.
Love the call. Just love the call by Tim Corbin. Julian Infante's a senior that you know can do it. Now it's good base running by Fentress to getting a run down there. And that looks like a suicide squeeze almost, not even a safety.
Well, he was going.
It's good that they got Infante to second base, but the problem is you should have had a runner at third base with 1 out and Austin Martin up.
Well, remember, Fentress came into pinch run.
Yeah, and it just...
He overplayed his hand. The throw never went to first.
And that's where, as a pinch runner, it's hard to assess the whole scenario.
Tim Corbin down to talk to the home plate umpire, Darren Hyman. This is an elimination game for Vanderbilt. Heavy favorites coming in. Lost last night. Best 2 of 3. That man's got a no-hitter through 7, but he's been on the bench for a long time here.
Long time.
While Vanderbilt has scored 2 runs.
Good.
23 minutes since his last pitch.
And for me, Rich, I'd have that bullpen super hot. And Rocker would get 1. You know, it's been a long game for him and a long break. First base runner, he would come out of the game.
Up the middle. Nice stop there. Lopofito to first. And Martin is retired. 2 big insurance runs for Vandy. Rocker ready to go.
Kumar Rocker. Who said freshmen shouldn't get the ball in super regional games? The breaking ball has been unreal, unhittable. Swing and miss from the Duke hitters all night long. This kid is a star. And just, this was one of the highest ranked players to get to campus, Rich. We knew maybe this was possible, but I don't know to the tune of 15 strikeouts.
Opens with a breaking ball, 15 strikeouts, and no hits. The last Vanderbilt no-hitter was 48 years ago. 48 years ago. David Price, Sonny Gray, Walker Buehler, Mike Minor. There have been some great pitchers that have come through here. 7 no-hit innings. Ethan Murray's 0 for 2.
And here's the deal. He's not going to have enough pitches left in the tank to get a no-hitter. But this is about trying to get the ball to a couple upperclassmen tomorrow and give his team a chance to get to Omaha.
3-1 to Murray. Now, we told you about a 25-minute wait in the half inning while Vanderbilt rallied for 2.
Let's see if he can reconfigure here and throw a strike 3-1.
There's a fastball, bounce to third. Martin across the diamond, and there's 1 out here in the 8th.
Third baseman, number 42,
Erickson Nichols. Vanderbilt does such a great job with pitching. Six Vandy pitchers have made starts in the major leagues this year. And that's how a guy as highly touted as this says no to being drafted out of high school and says yes to coming here. 1-0.
There's no question, Rich, that Vandy this has been a place that guys have held off on professional baseball, wanted to compete in college and have this experience and then move on to their big league career later.
1-1 pitch down low. Another pitcher, highly touted in this year's draft, told everyone, I'm not signing, I'm going to Vanderbilt. Jack Leiter, Al Leiter's son, will be a Commodore next year. In the air, right center, DeMarco has it. 2 outs in the 8th.
Well, this is getting interesting. You got about 12 pitches for 4 outs. See how economical Kumar Rocker can be.
His mom was adamant that he go to school and get an education. His dad, a football star at Auburn, an assistant coach at a lot of SEC stops, was right with him. Time calls. Duke trying everything they can to disrupt the momentum. Shrek had the 3 hits last night. He's 0 for 2 with 2 punch-outs tonight.
Wow.
There's the heat.
That's just an easy 92 right there.
2 outs. Bottom 8. Got him! 16 strikeouts, 8 no-hit innings in a must-win for Vanderbilt. Kumar Rocker started in the 1st inning, and it hasn't stopped yet. A strikeout in every inning for that man. Kumar Rocker has 16 strikeouts and 8 no-hit innings in an elimination game for Vanderbilt. They need a win to get to tomorrow. J.J. Bleday's got a base hit into center field.
And here's the thing, Rich, if Vandy can hang on and win this game, that's a very important development. The best hitter in America, J.J. Bleday, has been a little unsettled in this series. That's the best at bat we've seen. Very impressive piece of hitting right there.
Kumar Rocker is still locked in. And by the looks of it, unless this goes 45 minutes, this half inning, by the looks of it, he's going to get the ball to start the bottom of the 9th. Remember the nuance here. We're in Nashville, home of Vanderbilt. They were the home team last night. They're the visiting team tonight.
Correct.
Ethan Paul.
This is a dangerous pitch for Duke right here. Ethan Paul has had outstanding at-bats tonight.
Got another lefty bat on deck in Philip Clark. Paul in the 3 spot. Good fastball.
Good boy, Charlie.
Crowd stayed on their feet.
It's been a great crowd.
For about 2 minutes until Blade got settled in the box. Nashville Super Regional. Runner goes, Blade on the way, and a chopper to second. Loper Fido to first. Vanderbilt has a runner in scoring position.
I'll tell you, Rich, I really like how Tim Corbin has opened this offense a little bit. We've had 2 stolen bases and a squeeze bunt, just trying to kind of unleash this really incredible offense of Vandy.
Admittedly, as he said on Thursday, he's been really hands-off with the running game, with the amount of hitters and power that he's got in the lineup. He's more of an American League manager than an SEC head coach.
There you go.
Clark early on that Jack Carey breaking ball. Duke got a terrific start themselves. Bryce Jarvis.
They've gotten 2 of them.
126 pitches from Jarvis. A devastating changeup. 9 strikeouts. In 7 innings, gave up just the 1 run. Vandy got 2 off the bullpen in the 8th. Outside corner for a strike. Blade at second. Both these teams lost in Super Regionals last year. One, two.
Phil Clark, another guy, really critical part of this lineup.
Mississippi State trying to finish off Stanford in game 1 there. Louisville's win over East Carolina. Bobby Miller took a no-hitter into the 9th inning. Breaking ball, got him. A swing and a miss. Down goes Clark. Good chance you're going to see some of this one on SportsCenter. After Top Rank Boxing, Bucci and Kenny will take you inside the ring for an interview with undefeated heavyweight Tyson Fury. Best of UFC 238. Warriors Raptors reports ahead of Game 5. SportsCenter after boxing on ESPN, as well as the ESPN app. Nashville tonight, the Super Regional. Duke surprise winners last night. Vanderbilt has got a 3-0 lead and a no-hitter in the 9th inning from a freshman. Kumar Rocker pacing in the dugout. Pat DeMarco tripled his last time up. Breaking ball, a chopper. Deep at third. Nichols got him. 3-0, bottom 9. Kumar Rocker is 3 outs away from a no-hitter. Moments ago, .116 pitches for the freshman Kumar Rocker. 16 strikeouts. No hits. First pitch fastball is up. Top of the order for Duke. Joey Loper Fido. Damon Luck scheduled, probably a pinch hitter, and Matt Mervis.
That breaking ball, I'll tell you what, that is some kind of special pitch.
with some jump. Mom watching.
In many ways, Loperfito's Duke's most talented hitter. You got to believe he's getting the breaking ball.
Got him! 2 outs to go.
Duke's most talented hitter. Kumar Rocker breaking ball. How cool is that? That is awesome.
Rudy Maxwell will pinch hit for Duke. He had a pinch hit 3-run homer in the regional. There is strike 1. 122 pitches.
I've never seen anything like this, Rich. I mean, I don't know what's going on here.
0-2. Maxwell stays alive. He has been everything and more. Everyone told us he'll be calm and cool. 0-2. It's fouled at the plate. Even a prolonged offensive timeout. Chris Pollard trying to ice him at the end of the 7th. He glared at the Duke head coach, struck out the last hitter, and glared at the Duke dugout.
Boy, that's the first take we've seen on that breaking ball in a long time. Credit Rudy Maxwell coming off the bench for that.
1-2. Got him! 1 out away. Eighteen strikeouts. Mervis. The last Vanderbilt no-hitter was 48 years ago.
This is unreal.
Kumar Rocker is a strike away. The 0-2. Fouled at the plate. On their feet in Nashville. He did it! A no-hitter! Kumar Rocker! Strikeouts. He punched out the last 4 he faced. His mother told Tim Corbin he's coming to Vanderbilt. Doesn't matter if he's a first rounder, he's coming to Vanderbilt.
I've never seen a pitching performance like this in college baseball. This is absolutely incredible.
And Vanderbilt lives to see tomorrow. Winner take all for the Super Regional.
You're playing to keep your season alive. I guess this is one way to do it. Go no-hitter with 19 punch-outs. And there's the breaking ball. It was vicious all night. And Mrs. Rocker, what a night to watch your son do that. Amazing.
Vandy was crushed last night, literally. They lost 18-5. They needed the young freshman to go deep. He doesn't just go deep, he goes the distance. 19 strikeouts and a no-hitter in a super regional performance. This is an easy choice. Our Capital One rewarding performance. Mike Rooney, all yours.
Yeah, Kumar Rocker, I mean, your team, this is a team that's favored to win the national title, and you're looking at one loss from your season ending, and this young freshman takes the ball and dominates like we've never seen before. 19 punch-outs, no hits, a Duke team that was hot as a pistol, and Kumar Rocker told his upperclassmen, don't worry, boys, we got this. Just a remarkable performance.
8th no-hitter in NCAA tournament history. And again, it's the first Vanderbilt no-hitter in 48 years. All of the great pitchers that have come through here.
I mean, the performance is one thing, but the talent, I mean, fastball was up to 97. The breaking ball was unhittable. There were infinite swings and misses from the Duke hitters who have been swinging it as well as anybody. They put up 18 runs last night. Just an incredible individual performance.
Now the world knows what the SEC has been dealing with all year with this freshman.
Hey, and credit Tim Corbin and Scott Brown. Kumar Rocker's first start in February in Arizona. TCU beat Vandy that day 10-2, and they stuck with Kumar Rocker and kept running him out there, and the development has been remarkable.
His mom Lalitha is here. Of course, his father Tracy, the football star at Auburn, and Lalitha, she was adamant that he was going to go to school. And why not Vanderbilt? They knew the SEC from football. What better place for a phenomenal young starter?
You know, we knew he was coming to campus, he wasn't going to sign in the draft. He was the highest ranked player in that 2018 class to get to campus. You knew it could be special. I don't know that we knew it could be this special.
And he joins us now. Kumar Rocker, congratulations. What a thrill to watch it. I don't know what was more fun, watching you or watching your mom up in the stands.
I bet my mom was pretty cool.
All right, what was it like? I mean, because you really gained momentum as the night went on. How did you compose yourself in such a big moment?
Hey, I'm trying to win. That's all I was trying to do, to be honest. Every inning I was trying to win. It sounds like whatever, but I was trying to win for the team.
So Kumar, we talked about before the game that your breaking ball was going to be a real key, that the hitters would be able to maybe get to your fastball, but the breaking ball was the key. I've never seen a breaking ball like that. Is that the best one you've had?
Yeah, you could say that. It's been there. I guess it was more effective to them, so that's good.
How much did you have in the tank in the ninth? Because it looked like you were fresh as a daisy.
The eighth was the one I had to get over. I got through the eighth, and the ninth came. I was like, I'm here, so might as well do it. The
most important thing here is that you've allowed your team to live another day, and tomorrow is the winner-take-all game. What was the dugout like? After the celebrating, we saw your head coach talk to all of you.
Right. He just said we're playing for tomorrow. It's another game tomorrow. It's nothing special. Today's over, and I'm ready for it too.
Well, congratulations. Go celebrate with your teammates. We'll see you back here tomorrow for a winner-take-all against Duke.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, Kumar. How wild is this? Louisville took a no-hitter into the ninth against East Carolina. Didn't get the no-hitter. Bobby Miller got the win, and Louisville advanced to Omaha. Vanderbilt needed a win. They got a no-hitter from Kumar Rocker, and now it sets up Duke and Vandy tomorrow, right here in Nashville. Our next game tomorrow, 11:30 Eastern, North Carolina and Auburn will meet in Game 2 of the Chapel Hill Super Regional. We'll have the deciding game from Nashville here tomorrow. For Mike Rooney, our entire ESPN crew, I'm Rich Waltz. What a special night for Mom and the Commodores and Kumar Rocker.